welcome to News Wrap Up on Aspheric TV. Thank God it's Friday. Good evening, Uncle Mustilala. You look so tired, really.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, how has been your day?
Well, it was okay.
Stress?
Yeah, it's part of life. It's part of life.
It's so obvious on you.
Yeah.
Well, All Progressives Congress chieftain Bola Ahmed Tinubu has traveled out of Nigeria weeks after declaring his presidential ambition, the 2023 presidential election. Well, that's what the Punch has learned. Well, a member of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu movement working committee told the press today that the former Lagos state governor traveled overseas to rest and strategize. Looking at this story, don't you find it somehow?
Well, let's take it from one of his political movement, the spokesperson. He said he has gone to rest.
And also,
you know, there is okay. Let's take it from President Muhammadu Buhari. Several times you embark on medical tourism, and his media handlers, what they will tell Nigerians is that he has gone to rest. You understand? Until when it became down on them that, look, we cannot continue to keep this thing away from Nigerians. Let's do it the right way. So they now embark to say, okay, the new language they use often now is that of he has gone for medical checkup. You understand? So Tinubu too, he has gone to rest. Does it mean that there is no resting place in Nigeria? Or does it mean that no anywhere around Lagos that he could have his rest? So he has gone to rest.
But do you know that spokesperson haven't been able to pick his calls?
Yeah, you understand. You see, the whole thing is this: Tinubu or any political figure vying for 2023 now, all of them, they have support groups. So the only person that could give you and you relate with the press or the member of the general public that you take his word is just I think his name is Rahman or something like that.
Yes,
Tunde Rahman, who is a direct spokesperson of Tinubu. He has been acting in that. He has been in that capacity of a spokesperson to Tinubu for long. So he's the only person that can interface with the general public, and we could hear him now to say, okay, Baba has gone to rest. So, and of course, you know, these guys, they are very good in photo ops. So days to come, you would see footages of Tinubu. Maybe he's playing squash or he's playing football, all for what? For publicity. So, but his those that are opposing to his political aspiration in 2023, what they are saying is completely a different thing. What they are saying is that he has gone for medical checkup. So we'll take the both side, whether he has gone to rest or he has embarked on medical checkup. One thing is very clear. You understand? To me, there is element of desperation. You understand? Dayo, have you seen recent pictures of Tinubu? He looks somehow weak. You understand? Forget the fact that he's trying to being agile. All those ones just packaging, just like you girls will say packaging. That is exactly what he's doing. So it's not by force. You understand? Let's be sincere to ourselves. It's not by force. The man should on his own. He should just say, okay, let me just allow some other younger Nigerians. Just like he has been doing.
I really agree to what you are saying, because as an old man, it's not a crime for you to go to the hospital for medical checkup.
It's normal.
I mean, it's normal.
But what is abnormal here now is him vying for this thing, despite his old age. And this old age, you can't cheat nature. It must tell in you. You understand? So as an old man, when you are supposed to rest, you are not resting. You are junketing up and down
for
political movement. It will tell on you. So
I don't think Nigeria is ready to have a president that will keep traveling for many months
without
attending to Nigeria, because we've had that before.
we are used to Buhari's case, but we don't pray to get somebody like that anymore. So you understand? So, and that is why Nigerians must sit up now, look very well. While these people are presenting themselves as candidates, we should forget about sentiment. It's sentiment that pushes us to where we are now. We must discard sentiment and look at these people that are coming out as they present themselves. From there, we'll make our choice. You understand? Otherwise, we'll still fall back to the situation we found ourselves today.
And we'll keep complaining.
Yeah.
Well, that will bring me to another story. 1,000 clerics have gathered together to pray on behalf of Yahaya Bello, that's the present governor of Kogi State, for his presidential ambition, for him to become the president of Nigeria come 2023. How do you see that? That is funny.
This is it's no longer funny, but pathetic. You understand? It shows that a lot of things is going wrong in our society in Nigeria. When it said clerics, that is comprises of pastors and imams.
Yeah.
You understand? You don't need to prove to know that these are job men. I don't know whether you understand. That is normal Nigerian street language. Job men. We call them job men. If you like, call them Yahoo. If you like, call them scammers. We have them too in churches and in mosque. So that they are praying for Yahaya Bello's presidential ambition. What has Yahaya Bello done to deserve being a president of Nigeria?
They call him a David.
Because you see, I'm from Kogi State. You understand? He's my governor. This is a governor that is less than 45. So when we're talking about leadership, transition of leadership from older brigade, like we talk about Tinubu, to the younger ones, we are talking about, we will make reference to somebody like Yahaya Bello.
Hello.
He became governor in Kogi State, I think at the age of 41. So he's an accountant. He read accounting from ABU Zaria. So if we are talking about education, he's qualified. If we are talking about strength and agile and the mental faculty, he's at least. But today now, Kogi is in sorrowful state. You understand? If we are talking about where in terms of leadership failure, in terms of this dispensation, Yahaya Bello will come at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 50 governor in Nigeria today. So the same man is vying to become president of Nigeria come 2023. And people that will hold them, these are people of high esteem, religious figures. They are not just normal people. They are people that interface between us and God. But these are people that are coming out behaving or misbehaving. So they are no more living an exemplary life for their followers to emulate, but they are living the lives that doesn't befit their status in the society. Coming out to pray, not that they are okay. Have they? Who among them has voiced out to say, okay, Mr. Governor, show us your scorecard in Kogi. Carry us around the Kogi state to say, okay, show us. Infrastructure doesn't lie. You understand? When a governor like a governor of what's the name, Adamawa, commissioned a road project with flyover, or governor of Borno, this is our first time governor, or governor of Ogun State, where President Muhammadu Buhari was there some weeks ago. You understand? To commission project. These are first time governors. They have things to show. If there are these kind of governors that will say, okay, I'm even vying for 2023, this day, at least they have something on ground to show as achievement. You understand? You understand? But in this guy's case, there is nothing to show in a state. If you reach Lokoja, which is the state capital today, it's just like a glorified local government headquarters. So you understand? The aspect of civil servants, they are there. Some categories of the civil servant, they have not been paid. And what they are being paid is a percentage. You are in a month, you receive an alert. When you receive an alert, they will just state percentage of your salary. the very month they are paying you, you don't even know. That is the case. So, well, this is a disappointment, honestly. It's a disappointment. It's 1,000 clerics being gathered to pray for Yahaya Bello. Who is bankrolling them? We should ask that. Who is bankrolling them? Who is bankrolling them? That is the question that we must ask. We'll just leave it like that. Who is bankrolling these 1,000 clerics? That is it.
Whew, so pathetic. Well, more revelations have emerged on Abdul Malik Tanko, the proprietor of Noble Kids Academy, Nursery and Primary School, Kwana Dakata, in Nasarawa local government of Kano State. Well, Tanko made the headlines after he was arrested for killing a 5-year-old girl, Hanifa, a pupil of his school. Well, according to the story, he was sacked from his former school. That's 3 years ago. Then afterwards, he relocated and began a school. I mean, looking at that story, when you sit to look at that story, it was sacked 3 years ago because of misappropriation of fund. And it was still allowed. I think the ministry, before you give one permits to begin a school, you need to look into that person's past.
Do a background check.
A background check. I mean, that same person started a school, not just one. Not just one.
You see, Dayo, this one, the experience in Kano, although it's a kind of a sad experience, 5-year-old girl was murdered by her supposedly teacher. You understand? If you look at the whole story behind that killing of that girl, initially he hired some people to say, go and take this girl. Her parents, they have money. Once you take her, I'll keep her. The people that he sent, the girl refused to follow them. That is the people that he hired. The girl refused to follow them. But that is the aspect that is so emotional. Yeah? He himself, when he presented himself, the girl now willingly followed him. You understand?
Because she trusted in him.
Because she trusted him. It's like a prey handing herself or himself to the predator. That is exactly what happened. So this has, not only in Kano, but all the schools in Nigeria, Ministry of Education in all the states, they should go back and do background check on people that applied for license before their licenses are being approved. You understand? You can a situation whereby you entrust your child under the care of a proprietor, and the proprietor will turn out to be the predator. I know, come on, it's not in order. You understand? So, to me, this is an eye opener to the government and as well as parents as well. So before you enroll your child into any school, you do background check on the owner of the school. How is the school like? It's not about because you have money, you go and pay school fees. No, it's far beyond that. Understand? So this is a very sad development. What happened to this little child? It's sad development. And Dayo, I can tell you this, there are more of Abubakar Tanko out there.
Yes.
There are more of his type out there. Some of this abduction in school here and there. Do you even know who supply the kidnappers the information? So this
definitely is someone that knows you.
It must be someone that knows that, because according to the report, he knows the family. He knows that they have money. If he doesn't know that they have money, he cannot demand for 6 million. You understand? So this is a sad development, but government should go further into beyond mere police prosecution. Understand? Ministries of education across the state, they should do background check on whoever is applying for a license to start a school. You understand? And again, it shouldn't stop there. They should have they should embark on supervision at least 3 times in a year to know, because there is a guideline that will give, a ministry will give to whoever is applying for this thing, for license. So they should check, are they complying with the guidelines? You must have structure, and the structure. I believe that there are guidelines like that But are they following the guidelines? So we shouldn't. We have lost too many children in schools. You see the aspect of the student that have been bullied or killed, or the other time it was Kieran that was raped. So you understand, these are part of this one. Why this one attracted so much attention and so much condemnation is because of the age of the girl, just 5 years. Understand? So many things. Government should help Nigerians. You as an individual, all that matters to you is to enroll your child in a school. So at times you will not see all that you get interested in is to see the structure. But beneath the structure, some other things are there. So it's sad development.
Very, very, very sad.
Sad development.
The Ministry of Education shouldn't just be the only one doing the background. Shouldn't just be the only one doing background check. Even corporate bodies, because we have people also. Some employers, they just employ people. They will not do a background check. But I know of some employers who we ask the work you were doing before.
Yeah.
What made you stop? Okay, you were sacked in the place you were working before.
Yeah.
What happened? Why were you sacked?
Yes.
You know.
You see, like in the aspect of the employers, that is okay. Let me give you a small this thing now. Do you know that Nigeria, anything that concerns the government, it seems as if it's not working. But that same people, government is being manned by human being. That same people that makes a government to look like a failure, if they float their own personal business, it will work. You understand? So you discover that since this is their own money, personal money is involved. You understand? They will do background check to the extent of involving the police. You understand? So what will stop the Ministry of Education across the states to say, okay, let's SYZ is applying for license to start a school. They should embark on physical examination, supervision of the facilities. Is it habitable enough for students? Two, again, are they having the required manpower, including teachers? Is there something like sick bay whereby children will be treated? Then is the school fenced enough to provide the security? Are they even having the physical security on ground? If it is a boarding school, do they have facilities to accommodate students in boarding house? So these are some of these things. Then again, the background check of the person or who is applying for that license. Then it's, although, why I'm emphasizing on the proprietor of the schools is because the proprietors who on their own, they should be able to have background check as their employers. They should conduct background check on whoever is applying to become a teacher. You understand? If they had done that, to say, okay, Abubakar Tanko wouldn't have been employed in this school that he killed this girl, because according to the former school, he was sacked for misappropriation of fund. Probably he stole money from there and reached himself to float this school. Probably. I'm just saying it. I'm not this thing. So
because according to someone living around there, he is always alone, and he always seems as if he's brooding. He doesn't communicate with people.
See, these are traits of people with criminal intent. You understand? They like to live alone so that they don't interact with people. Their interaction with people wouldn't go beyond high basis. They don't visit, so that people will not visit them to know what they do. You understand? So, the whole thing is now we are learning our lessons through the hard way. So you understand? We have learned lessons through the hard way. But I can still tell you this today, due to corruption, Ministry of Education in Kano will still give approval to private schools without conducting background check. So it's a very long journey for us, but eventually we'll get it right.
I hope we get it right soon. Well, 3 persons have been confirmed dead, while many houses have been razed in Ohoro community, Ugeli North Council, after a truck conveying liquefied petroleum gas exploded. Really, I get scared whenever I pass through any vehicle that has gas in it. Yeah. Really,
it's a sad this thing, and you discover this this thing has been reoccurring, either there or anywhere. You understand? So it's who do you even blame in this case? You understand? In urban area or where residential areas, you discover that tankers are passing. At times, the drivers are reckless. You understand?
Reckless.
At times, their drivers are reckless. They will drive at a very high speed. They won't care as if
they don't care if anyone is speeding anyhow. Or not.
So, but aside that, again, there is this issue of people, Nigerians building their houses along the express. No, these things has rules and regulations to say so meter to the highway. Don't build house, but Nigerians will not listen. You understand? Take for instance like Abuja Road now. There are no houses close by to the express. If such thing will happen, it's the motorists that will fall victims, not that houses. You understand? Not that houses. So that rules still apply to on highways, but will Nigerian comply? No. Understand? At times, when the government want to embark on construction of road, they will pay compensation to people to leave. Those people, after they leave, after some time again, they return back. So who do you blame in this case? So it's.
But do you know, Mr. Musu, do you know that some small cars, owners of small cars, also compete with those people? You see a tanker, a tanker driving. And you're still competing with him.
The situation it looks like as if life has duplicate. That is the way some people take it. As if they lost this one, another one is there that they will
not even scared.
So they are not scared. See, the manner that road safety and the VIO, they need a lot to do on sensitization on how people drive.
Of course, it's not as if they don't do
some of these licensed drivers, they need to check their license again. It's all about institutions. You understand? That's someone that has been trained, a properly trained driver. There is much difference between him and that layman that just learned how to drive in and he put his car on the express
just sleeps and is being taught on how to drive, and when he wakes up,
he sad that many lives have been lost through this same tanker's explosion.
Very, 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 very sad. Well, thank you all. Thank you everyone for staying with us on News Wrap Up. Thank God it's Friday to rest and have fun with your families and friends. Mr. Musi, what are your plans?
We are elders now. We don't have much plan. Ours is to just sit around and still talk the same way we talk here. We'll be talking outside there too. We pray that Nigeria is okay. Nigeria should be good, and just like we said, Nigeria should watch out as these people are presenting themselves to say they want to become president, they want to become governor. We should open our eyes and look very well. That's how we should look very well. It shouldn't be same scenario that played now or in the past will still play again. That's why it's a disturbing situation. You understand? By the time Buhari will leave now, that is 8 years has gone. If you were to be like 25, when Buhari came, when he's leaving, you become 33. You understand? And the next government will come again, 8 years again, you become what? You become 41. So that is how people are aging. You discover that today is disturbing. You see a 40-year-old man is still struggling to get a job. When is he going to go get a job? Then to talk about to settle down. See, 35 years old man or woman is still a dependent on his parent. This parent that is depending on, some of them married when they were 20. So this is why this thing is disturbing. Nigerians should open their eyes.
Open your eyes.
We are all bearing the brunt of bad leadership. we should open our eyes. We should forget sentiment. We must put behind sentiment in order to get it right.
There's no amount of 5K you are being given to
5K
follow someone
5K
that
will finish.
Okay, it will definitely finish, and it will later cause trouble.
Yes.
So thank you all for staying with us. Have a wonderful night and weekend.